Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Newton say one woman for UK don win Apostle Johnson Suleiman for court. He also talk say why e be say African politicians pikin no dey come out dey campaign during election. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Comrade Newton, the message we bring come today.
Because, they thought it's business as usual. Suleiman sue her. And she wants Suleiman. A woman, oh. A first, I think she's a Yoruba woman. She just won an award. And Suleiman to pay her for damages. People, Suleiman to pay her for damages. Ogbokpawo, a woman. What's our woman doing today? I mean, Boron come on for husband house. Apart from God will do it, what can you do for yourself? What has your leader be able to do for you? If the old elders in Rorigbe say today we don't need Fulani again, not even Governor Obaseki can stop them. Because some of them have collected bribe. You cannot go to your farm right now. Women are facing rapes. Here in Taladian. And why is our politicians, why is their children not campaigning for them? Because they know that they will need to hide the head of their children. They know that they are committing evil. And you will conquer your face. Even when you did one, it did not work. You still keep on doing it because it's a source of your livelihood. A wonderful day from here to all the lovers of freedom. God bless you richly. God bless you all, and God will keep on keeping each and every one of you. Please, if you are watching, just kindly help share this very lovely broadcast to your friends, to your loved ones, to anybody that you feel is long waiting for freedom, because the time has come for us to liberate ourselves. So we are using another modality today to do this very broadcast. The hanger we used to use is not, it was not kept inside the kekena pen. So, not to allow today's broadcast to slide, we have to quickly still obey what God have already told us to do. Because it's very imperative that most of the time we obey God rather than to obey men. And we're not going to be waiting too much time here. We're not going to be wasting too much time. That's why you have to quickly share in a hurry. So you can see that the view is a little bit different from the one you'll be seeing. So we have to quickly do it. Please, if you are watching, make sure you share. Make sure you share. Please, there was a there was a mistake I made yesterday. Yesterday was 10th. So this is my smartphone. It fell from my hand in the morning. So I did not even know that the date were, kind of changed. Look at the smartphone that I looked yesterday. It was after the broadcast I said, oh Bob, I don't forward the date, So and today now I can be 11th. Can you just imagine that? Can you just imagine how things will go at times? So that's that. And so please just kindly share as I also do mine from here. We are going to be starting right away. God bless you all. For those of you that will be appreciating us, God bless you. To our mother today who also surprised us with some amount of money. God Almighty will bless you. God Almighty will bless you. Anything you lay your hands to do will come to be blessed. So the door is open for encouragement for those of us who want to also encourage us, so that we can also meet up to some of our aims and objectives at home, reaching out still to the needy in the little way we can. So you are highly welcomed. So we are still trying to change the narrative of yesterday. And there is a very proper topic for us today, which God gave, that Newton, go and tell my people, apart from God can do it, what else can they do for themselves? And it's a question we need to ask ourselves. Apart from God, we do it. What can you really do for yourself? It is very, very important that every one of us, we have to listen very attentively so that this narrative we are changing, you also help us to also change along with it. So apart from God, we do it. What can you do for yourself? Changing the narrative of yesterday. Why is most African politicians, their children, do not openly help them in election campaign? You find out that they create this very thing for us to start fighting ourselves. That's why people today can die for any politician in Nigeria. They can die for them. But their children is in abroad schooling. You are there carrying enmity, creating that problem for your children. And what they are even going to give to you, compared to what they have, is not even enough for you to use to even buy clothes for your children. It's just for merriment for one day and we are gone. Now, there is the belief of the Arab. Eternal King of Glory, I pray that you breathe in your word. Let there be healing and let there be salvation. You have done it before. I pray you use me. Oh Lord, in these few times that is remaining, in these few days, in these few months that are remaining for the trumpet to sound, continue to use me to your glory and to the shame of the enemy who does not love freedom. Father, Lord, I commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into your able hand. As many who are fighting hard to make sure he's not released from that dungeon of the DSS, they will go down for him to rise. In the name of Chukwu Okekabiama that we do call upon, and the name of the ancestors of our land, you are the same God of yesterday, today, and forever. You have done it before, come and do it again. People have been going to prison. Peter go to prison according to how it has been written down. The gates were broke losing and Peter came out because a fervent prayer were made by the church unto Peter's case. As every one of us have been praying for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's released, let there be commotion and confusion in their midst. As we are sacking some governor on the sake of Nnamdi Kanu, continue to demote all of them until they see reason. Why? Because they jail an innocent person. That's why there's calamity before them. Let there not be peace among the people who perpetrate to make sure Nnamdi Kanu is in prison and put the people in pains and bondage. Punish them according to their deed, their evil deed. In the name of the ancestors of our land. He said. Please, if you are watching, make sure you share. If you are watching, make sure you share. If you are watching, make sure you share. We are here to save lives, and we are here to save lives. In trying to save lives, we have to change the narrative of yesterday. And this very association is International Association for the Improvement of Colored People. International Association for the Improvement of Colored People, #equality. IAICP, and our YouTube channel is IAICP TV. For those of you who want to follow us, if you also want to reach us on our number, maybe for counseling, we mostly do counseling. My belief is that we do good and pray less. That's why we make our activism to base on the truth from the Word of God. If the Bible does not permit it, I don't talk about it. That's why I do good. That's why I pray less. I do not believe in 20 days, 1 day praying and fasting. While when we are committed to God, I'm gone. I don't have time to carry somebody for so long. But if you want me to use you to teach, I will use you to teach in the end of time. I will use you to teach. My problem not to finish one day. A diplomatic I continue to use you as an example. If there is good example, I will use you to make it. If there is bad example, I will also use to make it. By so doing, who do I done? Who do you fear? That's what we do. We cheat nonsense out of you. We don't just hit you once. No, we always reserve our strength against tomorrow. So that's it. That is it. So if you want to reach out through our phone number, +34 631 056 284. Our phone number is +34 631 056 284. By the grace of God, God is the one that made me the president and founder of this very great association. And there are a lot of eminent personality also, which is not lawful for me to start mentioning their name here, who have contributed endlessly to make sure that this association today you're seeing is being piloted by some group of people who came together. Now, there is the belief of the Arabs. And I want to say a big congratulations to one of our sisters. She's a freedom fighter, Maureen. I think bad job. Maureen Badejo, she's a UK-based based woman. And Suleiman sue her recently. Because, you know, they thought it's business as usual. Suleiman sue her. And she wants Suleiman. A woman, oh. A first, I think she's a Yoruba woman. She just won an award. And Suleiman to pay her for damages. People, Suleiman is to pay her for damages. Ogbokpawo, a woman. What's our woman doing today? I mean, Boron come on for husband house. The most afraid woman today for the whole Nigeria, where I don't see now that woman. People are afraid for their case to go to her hand. Let me just play the video to you, because for me, if I'm doing anything, I always make it real, you know. Let me play the video to you of her victory, you know, of the victory she got. Let me play the video to you. That one, you know, that one will not disturb our topic today. Look at the woman. A lot of them might have seen her before. Look at the woman. Look at the woman.
At least they know the truth now. They know that this is United Kingdom.
Now, Suleiman quickly ran to the court. Suleiman quickly ran to the court. He feeling the judiciary of Nigeria whereby you can just bribe them. That's why one and the young battle soon will not pay you. You will attend the court here. You will attend the court here. You will oppression wa bungbe. Why we say man? Suleiman felt it is DSS. She summoned a woman. She thought his own potentiality reached here. She never know that the judicial system of this place, if you don't even judge the case where another judge go revisit the case again. The woman won a Suleiman. Ordinary woman. A David of Goliath in Britain. A Yoruba woman. Do we have any Edo person? Even the people that we have, na Zuwa wa Zuwa. Meanwhile, I'm a man around America here. I'm warrior. I'm proud of her today. I'm showing it. Man, you don't want to bribe me before I talk about you. Why won't he bribe, remember? If you do well, I will tell you you do well. It doesn't mean that I need anybody's play. I always put that boundary there. He wants Suleiman. Suleiman wants to use intimidation. But the same Suleiman will tell you tomorrow, Exodus 14:14. God will fight your fight and you will hold your peace. But Suleiman is using DSS and you're using that Jeremiah to start chasing people. If not be smart, I would have said I would rejoice to Satan and you go shame. A Satan man, you know, a Satan already me. So man, the devil is a bastard. I know the call. Or man, no way. Now those leaders, now get devil mind. Devil love his own people. I think I told you here one time that Pharaoh was a good man. Even Buhari is even better, more than our chiefs in Edo State. Particularly Ronigbe. Buhari is better than no. Buhari could help his own people. He support them to conquer. How is Buhari bad? Because they know they work on your favor. But your chiefs in Ronigbe, he's the one selling out his own children. Then who is more better? Before now they lay curse on people. First of all, check your leaders. So Buhari is better. We do insult Pharaoh. If you ever insult Pharaoh, you go without insulting your leader. Now God will punish you. Pharaoh is better than your leader because Pharaoh we are using the Israelites to be working for the Egyptian. Apart from what God can do for you, what can you do for yourself? Now the Arabs, they believe in one thing, my fish, miskila, preserve. That's what they believe on. They don't get time and say you slap me, you give you the other side. No. Then I'm going to be referring you to scriptural verses of the Bible that make the Arab nation today, they are more powerful. They doesn't take nonsense. They are more powerful. Now, Matthew chapter 11 verse 12. I want to be telling you what our Christianity have landed us in. That's why if you carry it to a real contest, there are a lot of things that is in this Bible. You are not supposed to be a part and parcel of it. Because those are some of the things that were changed. When you hear in rumor that the King James were killed, those are some of the things they told him to put there. They know that this is what is going to brainwash humanity. Now, let me tell you how I believe. In the book of Matthew 11 verse 12, he said, and from the day of John the Baptist up to now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence. Only the violent men that taketh it by force. That's why if you insult Allah, you can call an average Arab man. You can insult him. Please, hold on, let me just pick this call. Hello, Honorable, I'm on live broadcast as we speak. Hello? I said I'm on live broadcast as we speak. I'm on live broadcast. He will live broadcast. He will live broadcast. Nana, well, do you want to talk? You where you are? Oh, okay, just 2 minutes, okay? Oh, yeah, go on.
Okay, but I'm in Robber Estate. The network can be bad, but I have to speak my choice, okay?
Oh, okay, just continue.
Okay. Good evening, my brothers and sisters. Hear me?
But the network is bad. The network is bad. Gamo ya dowe mola. The network in our break. Our break, me ati we me after nemo. I will call you when I'm through. The network in my break. Yeah. So these are thank prayer from Ronigbe, and we pray that God will protect and keep them, you know. So they are really trying, he himself, some group of people, and the one that guy called Efosa. These people, they are working tirelessly to see how we can be able to defeat all these Kazarian mafias in the Ronigbe community. And why some people today, they take it as a normal thing. Their ancestral land can be invaded, their ancestral land can be taken away from them. That don't really mean. So that's that. So these are the things that I believe on, that Matthew chapter 11 verse 12. They believe that there are a lot of things they need to take by force. Now, if you also go to Exodus 21 verse 24, it says eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, and foot for foot. Those things are in the Bible. Now, Arab, they adapted this very particular aspect of it. Let me tell you how we find ourselves in this mess today, or what the Christianity believe on. If you look at the book of Luke 6 verse 29, he said, if anyone slap you on one cheek, turn to them the other side. If anyone take away your coat, do not withhold your shirt from them. That's the belief, that's the Christian belief. How will you walk be a conroto? And nobody have been able to explain this thing to us. That this thing has a spiritual significance. If it is not well managed, it can, end up your life, you being moron forever. That's why there are a lot of things you do. Drop the Bible. Do it on your own way. So far, you are not offending anybody. What about, I did not even allow you to slap me. What far better than? I did not allow you to slap me, or as you they woes me, and they woes you back. Go. If they go, so that next time you don't try it again. And these are the area where Suleiman is reading to us. So that makes you today, you worship your oppressor. That makes you today a governor that have eaten all your fathers. They eat your grandfather. The same system that kill your father. Your father couldn't enjoy light. And you are here today. Now Europe make you feel enjoy light. And you want to die and leave your children also in this world without fighting for a better society. Look at it. This is where they read to you. That will calm down your names. That will not make you to feel you have a problem. Those verses, you read it. At the end of the day, you come to tell you say it go better tomorrow. God delays, not deny. Who told you that? Who told you that? The time is now for our freedom. Look at it. Exodus 21 verse 24. Make it clear. He said, eye for an eye. What about when we adapt it? They say God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. What about I choose to follow this eye for an eye? Then I leave the Luke 6 verse 29. I leave it for you. I think it's better. Judge is saying, wait right now, I'm no longer bathing in the blood. Me say blood, the animal. Me man need the because the one I have is okay for me. I have the word. You can swim in the blood. But I find out that even the blood, you are not using it effectively. And you even need the word for the blood to be activated. That's why today you will go to any church, they just tell you the blood of Jesus Christ will make you whole. But the will of God today, where the blood of Jesus Christ will split, no church there. Nobody standing representing Jesus Christ that from Jesus Christ's family. But we can still remember the Jews. We can still talk about the Gentiles. If you go to Greece today, the handwork of the apostles were seen there. Everything we added there. A man that died in Jerusalem, how now come we have his own representative in Rome? If you had to put the apostle here back on journey to Rome, and he wrote to us his pain that he's going to come and be visiting us to come and enjoy with us. And those people, they killed him there in Rome. The same place I feel they attacked this man most 8 times for trying to protect his own people. 8 times he was attacked. This is what they are capable of doing. It was some alien that kept out the apostle because that was the only do. They wanted to also kill this freedom fighter. But thank God I was there. That's what they know how to do. These are some of the areas of the Bible that they use to brainwash us. Now, let me take you to another verse again that make Christianity today will become so munye. If you read the book of Matthew 5 verse 40, and he said, if any man will sue thee at the law and take away that coat, let him have the cloak also. Or when he man or wana mwe ona mwe coat even na have a pin tani or when over here na ori bae. Now you are with our oil. Now you brought cow. Now it has come to a time that they are even kidnapping us. What this place is telling us right now as a Christian that let me the carry go make your carry. Even if they kidnap your wife, give your daughter Jonah. But we have got to come and change the narrative that it is not everything in this Bible that you must have to follow. The one that coincides with our ancestors is the one who follow. These are areas where there's misconception. Because most of this what we are seeing here, it was not put it down by God. It was put it down by a human being like you. Like now, you grow up and come and meet. If you want to talk to one particular human being, you have to raise your leg from the ground. If, for example, if we are written down in the book, look at how you have read it and where it landed you today. But if you go to America, there are 300 million, more than 300 million people. They don't kill me one or me here there. And these people, they rule the world. Even the person that is subjecting you, that you must have to raise your leg from the ground before you mention the name. A senator from America can just call now all these are just narratives. A lot of things were taken away from the Bible. So many scriptural verses were taken away from the Bible. There are verses of the Bible you are supposed to read, there will be healing. But how will somebody now, you are telling me, in this very book of Matthew 5 verse 40, that if any man will sue me at the law and he take away my coat, I should also let him have my tie hanger or my tie pin. How is that possible? But the people that are brainless, we see this thing today. That's why when something happens to them, somebody that one first raped them, the same person will also rape their daughter. They don't do anything about it. Oh, we say we are no salobwa. He just got judged. He just no river. Look at Arab. Eye for an eye. Tooth for tooth. Away. That's it. He say hand for hand. Hand for hand. Then foot for foot. Why you wearing low mebiku? Or you wearing low when we have not done. Now, are we not going to take away this part? Now, how is this thing working in our society? Which one will really follow? I will try to follow the Momo side of it. or there is a way you combine this thing together. That is to say, there are a lot of things people will do to you. It is not everything you react to. That's just the simple meaning. At times you let go. At times you give people benefit of doubt. At the time you know that the person even insulting you instead of you, you know, because if you throw stone at every door that back at you, you will not get to your destination. That's the meaning, but no pastor will tell you this. Apart from being the real Son of God. That is what this means, that it's not everything you waste your time for. At times you need to just talk and leave some people because they are not your potentiality. You people are not of the same type. That's the meaning. But none of them will come and tell you that at times you allow some certain things slide. But look at the way it is. And a lot of people, they have obeyed this today. That's why if you do anything, they don't react to anything. All we want you just over. You will pray and pray, God will punish the person. Now before you know, the person will share testimony for church. Where were done? You just over. The next you start paying 1/10 of your salary for the person to be punished. The person will help. Now let's put forward that Christian believe. If you look at the book of Luke 6:30, he said, give to everyone who asks you, and if anyone take away what is yours, do not demand it back. Look at it, Christianity. These are where we have problems. And there are some pastors today who will tell you this, and they feed you with all these one. You become useless. You become a charlatan. You become a misguided element. You become a sentimental knives. You become an Australian wallaby because why you do it too much. On the day I'll leave it for God. Exodus 14:14, God will fight your fight, and you will hold your peace. Look at it. David stood up to confront Goliath physically. That's why I'm standing up to let anyone come across my way to tell me, new thing, you are this, you are that. I will fight you in a hurry. I don't even need to go and pray because there are spiritual fight. Why there are physical fight? If you are trying to carry a physical fight to spiritual fight, you may lose the battle. If you want to set it on certain case, or I can double your point or raptor him, or double your point, you don't need to summon him in the night because you don't have power to kill. If you confronted somebody that is owing you money, instead of you to say, brother, you go, then you are going to go and pray. God has seen today, let him come and pay. As you are holding him, then God will, escalate whatever thing you are telling him. He will be convinced when a man where they need to provide you the money. But look at it, we ready to, even we sow into it. If you want God to fight your fight this year, bring in 14 euro or 14 naira with 14 cents. Then you just drop it there. And the same God, how is God going to fight your fight? Who soldier God is going to use? Will God come and be using it to fight your fight? The fight is for you. Until you stand up to fight, you don't know how powerful you are. Until you stand up to fight, you don't know how powerful you are. That is what life is all about. But we are very excited. We are very excited. When we heard about it, God will fight your fight, and you will hold your peace. Look at another Arab verse again, because it took me time to put this thing together. I begin to know why is Christianity today so fatamonian. Why is it that there's laziness and sluggishness and there's no more effectiveness in whatever thing we are doing? Our leader will do us something next year. They will come and, are convinced us for us to vote to them. Or, we will vote for them. The same thing that kill our father is what we are doing. We are just enjoying when people are being called, all manner of names. People cannot go to farm. A senator cannot complain. But you abroad, it does not concern you. After all, you have been able to move your own father away from village. Your mother is no longer in the village. You don't have any sister in the village. Then you want us to stay in that narrative because you build one year house and keep your father there. Don't you know that if your father still goes to farm, it's an advantage to you. If your father still goes to farm, sickness will not attack him on time. But you can be able to pull him out of the village and you kept him in Benin City. How are you making the money? Is the money you are using taking care of your father, is it pure? I'm not here to judge you, but it's a great awakening. We need to start changing the narrative of yesterday. Let us not be comfortable of the kind of life we are living right now. Because there is a way a nation is being built. A nation cannot be built with lies. This Europe you are today, it was patriot that built it. You can be patriot, I can be patriot. There are a lot of governors that don't want to do anything. At the time they find out that people are speaking ill of them. At the time they find out that the people, they are in cooperation. And there's nothing they cannot do without cooperation. Look at the book of Genesis chapter 11. talking about the Tower of Babel. When God look at it, that this Tower of Babel, you know, the motive behind it was wrong. The action were very good. They wanted to just, let's gather up ourselves together, and build a house, and, it will get to heaven. And the motive behind it that they want to build and make they go to disturb God. And God looked at it and said, and he allowed them, he gave them the strength to be building. They build and build and build and build. They found out that, God look at it, these people, if I allow them, there is nothing they cannot do. Then God called all his angels. I think that's the Genesis chapter 11, verse 9. He says, so that let's go down, so that we may go and confuse what their language. You know that the language, the unity among them, what gave them strength. What God could do to stop the Tower of Babel from the build was to come and change what their language. This one will be saying Hausa, this one will be saying Benin. This one will be speaking Spanish, the other one will be speaking Alemania. That was how, this one would say bring Sume, the other one is carrying blood. That was how God could stop them. He did not command all of them to die. So the same method this politician is using today. That's why anytime they feel that they want to cover up their men, there is a way they create some certain tensions. They cause quarrel among some social medias. Do you know today with what I'm perceiving, a lot of people are being sponsored to be doing so that you will not have time again to question the government, so that you will not have time again to talk about their kingship, so that you don't have time again to talk about any traditional ruler that is not doing well, so that you will not have time again to even think as if you have a state. There will be merriment everywhere. This one is doing shy, this one was having 20,000 viewers, the other one have no viewer, this one will create a narrative, and the other one will create a narrative. That's how they have been doing it. That's what today, if not me, you would have not known about anything about the injection. They will prefer for you to die. Even there are people they are really praying for, because they know that they will take them. That was why they were able to defeat this man in America. They walk on his head. They send up some demonic people among him. They possess a lot of his followers. They possess them. They give them a demonic spirit so that you go and support him whatever thing he does. But the people that can correct him will say, this thing you are doing, you don't need to do it like this. If you do it like this again, I will have problem with you. They drove all of them away so that they could use it. That's why today no freedom fighter in Edo State. And thank God I'm here to come and tell you the truth. That is it. They create all this narrative. They create it. At the time they find out that you are a battle, that's why Suleiman will arrest this one. He will sue this one to court. Stephanie Otobo case came and, he went to go and settle it. The money they even promised that one, so okay, leave the code, promise we'll give you this money. The alert up to now, the girl no get her. That's why this very woman right now that defeated him in UK court, he never expected it. But people stood behind the woman. The power of unity. That's the power of accord. That's why if you read the book of Psalm 133, he said how good. This was King David speaking. He said how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Who are brethren? We belong to the same suffering together. We are being maltreated the same way. Your father died as a poor man, and right now my father is a pensioner. They don't want to pay you, are brethren. That's why I told you right from day one, no matter the millions they will give to me, I will not be the one, to abandon you in this very activism. You will be the one to abandon me. That was what Nnamdi Kanu told his followers. In 2015, he told them, he called them, and he speak it out. Come, I will not betray you. You will be the one to. And today we have seen it, that they really sold him out. They sold him out. The same way the family of Jacob, they sold out Joseph. They never know that selling Nnamdi Kanu is like selling Joseph. The Joseph that they sold make the children of Israel to be in incarceration and captivity, in bondage, in a state of Lodibar in Egypt. So you selling Nnamdi Kanu, you have sold out your children. Even though you are in America, you are in California, you are in Turkey, you are in Poland, you are in Malaysia, you have sold out your children. You will repeat in a hurry. Whatsoever a man soweth. Galatians 6 verse 7. He make it very blunt. In a capital letter, he said, whatsoever a man soweth, that you reap. Do not be deceived. Our God is not mocked. If you sow evil, you will reap evil. A lot of people don't know. Because by now you can see rope, can cake, and put hair in your hair. You are looking at your 4 flat you build in one in that zoo. That right now we are living in a country that they drive a train, they go fuel go finish for road. Let me show you the video. You go, they drive train, they go for Nigeria now, fuel go finish for road. Now, I was not asking myself when I was watching that video, how did they even know where the fuel tank is? This is a thing that is natural. Every day by day, there are people that go and cross-check it. I don't think the old train abroad or even the buses have ever wanted to enter reserve. I don't know when last my car entered reserve. I always want to have the full tank. Sorry, my keke nape. I always want to get it full. So that in case you are going on emergency, you don't have enough money. You have it in mind already that you go for your car. The full tank I bought as a last month. Oh, what for now? Then let me quickly play out that video. Then let me show you again how things are skyrocketing. Let me show you this one first. The granite tire we used to buy it about €6 something. Right now, it is €12.40 more. Then I told you that this thing is coming. What is coming, you cannot sustain it. Look at it. This one is today's price. Even leader does not even have. There's no granite tire in leader. Look at it. It's €12.40 as we speak. Did I tell you cannot withstand what is coming? I told you about it. That is the beginning. It's after this time. Pororo! You cannot hear the sound of the trumpet words in your system. You cannot hear it. That's why we are suffering. I get lean at times, then I'm far again. Trying to see what can I tell my people today. When you are sleeping at times, I'm meditating, God, give me this message. At the time God gave me the message, what I would not do, I sit down, I begin to do my paperwork, take from Genesis. I will go to Malachi, open up the Bible. Okay, now this place is Malachi. Then the Spirit of God will make me again. Why not go to Ezekiel? If you can be able to learn any story, then I will also go to Ezekiel. Then I compare the book of Job, I look at it. Then Job is good. Then I come across First Kings. I didn't see anything that I'm looking for. Then I open to Second Kings, and Second King couldn't provide it for me. The mama would not tell me, you need to go to First Peter. I check First Peter, nothing. Then I check Second Peter, nothing. Then I go to First Corinthians. Corinthians did not have what I'm looking for. Then I have to go to Second Corinthians. It's at the time of the day, Second Corinthians, they don't give me what I want. Then I go to First Timothy. Then if I arrive First Timothy and the Spirit of God make me to say true, then I begin to read First Timothy 1 verse, First Timothy 5 verse 17. He said, let the dad away. Then I will also put it down. Then I go to Second Timothy. I find out what he's talking about. He's talking about the word of God is God breathed. And it's good for rebuking, for correction, and for teaching. Then I put it down. Then I begin to go to First John. I look at Second John. I also want to turn to Third John, but I go to Revelation and find out that there's second revelation. There's no second revelation. Then what I see, Revelation 13, I have to put it down. Then I read from verse 16, talking about mark of the beast. Then I begin to work them out. Then I present it to you. You feel it's easy. No pastor do what I do. That's why they can deliberate on one verse. If your pastor do the kind of teaching I do, send the number for me. He have not done it. He don't have courage to do it. Because it's not called by God. They called themselves. They called themselves. They called themselves. That's why a lot of you today, you come across First Kings. It broke your heart. My dear, Second Kings will come. It will give you what you are looking for. That's why when this one fails, God have a way of doing these things. Now, let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes 10, verse 8. He says, whosoever that dig a pit may fall into it. And he that break, the wall, serpent will walk by him. That's what the Arab believe. If you do gaga, you go see gaga. That is why I do tell you here. That's where it comes from. If you break the end, serpent must bite you. If you lie on me, you must get the calamity. Because what I'm doing, I'm sacrificing on my best. Saliva, putting my life on risk, doing the activism nobody have ever done, because those states were built, nobody will rise up and speak truth. That was why they did it. And that was why when second Pharaoh came to him, was made the king of Egypt, he looked at it, how beautiful the Israelites were, which are the Hebrew. He said, no, we cannot leave these people. Who are these people? They are very, very beautiful. And why are they occupying top positions? He said, it was your fathers. It was your forefather that have this deal and that make Joseph, it was a prime minister in this place because interpreted dream. The other Pharaoh that came said, no, we cannot do that. We need to start enslaving them. Do you know why they were enslaved? Because they saw Joseph. You sell your children out. That's why any of you that will betray me, my dear, it will affect your children. Because God visits the iniquity of the fathers. Up to the 4th generation. Almost to Lawegbe. Because when you are sleeping, yawning, I'm doing research. How do you think I bring all this here from the Bible? Not even Suleiman. I've read the Bible the way I read it. I brought out the one that will cause sanity to humanity, not the one that will make you feel merriment. That's what I do. If every pastor or every preacher of a gospel, none of them is preaching the gospel. They preach a gospel. And look at what the book of Mark said. 15 verse 16 said, go into all the world. It didn't say stay in one place. It didn't say build a church and, begin to bastardize your member with stupid messages that will never transform. He said go into all the world. That's why I have the potential to open a church. What am I opening church for? No, I cannot open a church. I put it here and people are changing. One of our mother right now is here. He blessed us today again with 20,000 naira. My son Newton, you are trying. Whether you're not your damage, appreciation, because she know what she have gotten from the word of God. She never knew that the word of God is as sweet like this. Are you hearing Ogionba again? They can't say it again. Are they buried on it? They can't. Anybody that say right now is a fool. They can't. Without what? They don't say it again. Who stop it? There's nothing the word cannot do. So far, be sincere to yourself. So far, be sincere. There's nothing the word cannot do. Look at it. Arab will read this one to you. That's why they say Mafi Miskila preserve. If you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. All these are the verse of the Arabs. Now look at the book of Proverbs 26 verse 27. It's also about that dig a pit. We fall into it, and he who roll a stone, he will have it rolled back on him. These are Arabs. That's why Christianity today, if you look at it, Boko Haram, they are killing Nigeria. Bandit, they are killing Nigeria. They say Christian because, they call you are a sheep now. Why they not kill lion? Go and look at the book of Revelation. They don't see lion give us. Who gave you sheep? It was your enemy that called you sheep because I boy. I tell sheep I say. Even here we visit na you want mo bow there. I'm about to deal with self. They call you lion. And you are not ready to change the name. And you are really acting as a sheep. I'm not talking about the view. I'm talking about the people. They know themselves. I work when you are not for. Women is money. So if I don't give me what I can eat, carry the rest. Esau. That's what it's birthright. The mistake is made. The first mistake is made because he couldn't resist hunger. He made him in his life. He became an Australian wallaby. His brother has smarted him. Because of this decision. That's why I've told you. Whether you like it or not, or you said anything up, my no is my no. My yes is my yes. Nothing you can do about it. Not even the president of the whole world. Everybody warrior. I can't just say everybody bewa. I've been women a body or no belly. I've been women body. I can't just say moha. I can't get it. We are not afraid of it. We are not afraid to speak the truth. That's why I'm telling you again. Everybody bewa. I can't get it. We know their tricks. We know their plans. Their plans is to end your life. How can a granola here? All one increase with double percentage. It increased with 99%. Anything here right now is a problem. Go and look at what today is €2, almost about €2.20 more. The one where Jeep they use. I know Nigeria they don't send now all that they buy, but here there are fuel that are made for Jeep, V8 engine and all those V6 engine. But you can also buy another one put. But the potentiality where they take one, you're supposed to use that one. Now so this will still be. This is of 2 times. No, this is of 3 times. You get the one where tractor they use for farm. That one I never see this €1. They use it until they encourage farmers. Even some people right now can start buying and put it on their normal car for diesel. People will start buying it now. That one, they especially make time for farm, all those tractors. That's why the food stuff today, all those venduras, vegetable, it is still affordable. But anything they transfer from far now is skyrocketing. But you don't see anything about it. But I warned you, you couldn't listen. You know. So that's it. Now, if you look at the book of 1 Corinthians 15, verse 33, it says, be not be deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manner. Now, which of these verses that are evil communications? There are some verses here that are evil communication. My dear, do not let anybody quote this verse for you. And you are digesting it. This is Luke 6, verse 30. Give to everyone who asks, and if anyone take away what is yours, do not demand it back. Not let them quote, before, hang on there. Take me to Exodus 21 verse 24. I found that. No, man. Now they are coming tomorrow to come and collect your land. So that you will not ask. Don't let them use it to deceive you. Look at it, it's in 1 Corinthians 15 verse 33. He said, don't be deceived. Evil communication does not mean that your friends you are liaising with. Your pastor can also tell you evil communication with the Bible. Because it's not, before all these things happened, there was a narrative behind it. And nobody ready to tell you the narrative. My brother, who go on my we walk big by him, he sees us, or day, a premolar day for a molar day. Then you are coming again. My dear, I will combine, then a sassy play for the last power to fall those pillars. I will pray. They nana we wa no e nana we wa do bojo e wa avoid fwa ni ma we gba wuri mari. Let nobody pray. There are some Bible verse on my water they tell you shut up your man there. We are coming, man. Why must you be telling me that? Don't let them use it. Those are some of the evil communication that corrupt good manners. If slightly thing happen, for example, somebody can tell you, my brother, what say I on a woo again. No one no we are where we are shouting blood of Jesus. You are not to defend. That's why if you are quarreling with people at times, always be vigilant. The Bible wants us to say be vigilant. Your adversary, the devil, is looking for you to devour. He's looking any way by way. That's why your friend tomorrow can be a devil worrying you because he does not have to fight for a better society. Arab, that doesn't take nonsense. It's always my face miskiller bizarre. They don't take nonsense. But the Christianity, they are not killing Arab the way they are killing the Christians. Anywhere anything happens with the Christians. Because they look at that name is a sacrificial name. After Jesus Maka will be with 33 years. That's why today tornado. Nobody care about it. Are you seeing it in the main news? Have you heard it in the night TV or you are seeing it that they are deliberating about it? Nobody cares. After all, the people, the bad chiefs and the bad whatever, Olotu and the rest, and they have collected money in his head. It was yesterday here I was given the real narrative that this very Osamuyi, somebody shouted that she's under attack. A mother from the community. Osamuyi and some other person went there for rescue. So the rest people, they survived the attack. Then Osamuyi were taken away. Even when the fight was done for Osamuyi, as somebody who want to make sure that nobody happened in his village, a shout for help was what he went for. That they apprehended him. Tried to fight with them, now they took him away. It was his own brother that went to go and pay the ransom. They tell him, go to so and so place, put down the money, this very money, your part of your community members is going to share inside. Your brother will share inside this money. Una people will share inside this money. That was how they left. That was how people like Efosa and some other good citizens of Ronigbe, they entered the bush. They even went to go and borrow bullets. The community have no bullet. These men, they took the risk. The same men, they went to go and write a petition. What does such a person does bad? My dear, if you don't stand to fight for your community, God is punishing you already. You have not committed sin. I've told you before, you are not even a sinner. Forget the girl when we gather in Nigeria, you steal more fish. All the man said that you have a story. The only sin you are committing, you become Dundee. That's the only sin you are committing. The only sin I see you are committing here because you are not Oshomole. Umafio Sisi. Umaya, you are not the person that be bongo people to Egua for water's sake. What sin have you committed? Okay, you can't make poor comment here as a result of man and say you are stupid. That one don't judge sin. God will not judge you for. You know what God will judge you for? This very scenario. What did you do about it? Your negligence to what is happening in your community is the sin you are committing. It's not only craftiness that is with you. This your silencing is more than craftiness. Your silencing make you to be a witch. Do we call no way that need to say most of our leaders today, they need to confess. They are witch. They are witch. And the book of Proverbs 22, Exodus 22, he said, do not suffer a witch to live. That's why these people need to be insulted. Look at 2 Chronicle 7 verse 14. He said, my people that are called by my name shall humble themselves and turn away from their evil way and pray. He said, I will hear them. I will. When God said I will, he will. You know the promise and faith. You not be Osho idiot. You not be Osho mumu. No. What he said, I will hear from heaven. And I will heal the land. Who is talking? How the land going to be healed? Do you know how many people that prayed in Egypt? In Exodus 3 verse 9. Before God were taught in his heart and called Moses in the burning bush. He said, I've heard the cry of my people. Maybe in my own way that may not be pleasant to you. He said, I've heard the cry of my people over the mistake that Jacob's children they made. I'm sending you to Pharaoh. I'm still referring to Jacob. Only over a neck video. If you're not working. A narrative. They sold him. And God said, I've heard the cry of my people over the mistake Jacob's children they made by selling up Joseph. If not because you said, that's why at times you are praying, God is not answering. He wants to make you to suffer. The generation they suffered. Okay, tell me the distance between Egypt and Israel and the promised land. Why did they spend 40 years there? This would have even taken them, if you even 2 months, 48 hours or 40 days. They spent 40 years. For your information, for those of you that is always saying who does not know the story, every one of them to die. It was only Joshua and his friends that succeeded to enter the promised land. They all died. They couldn't survive the test of time. That is why in fighting for freedom, be watchful. You cannot be fighting for freedom. They have, you know, I cannot do practical here. You know, they give you the first one here, peace. Second one here, peace. Third one here, you are fighting for. Are you going to see the promised land? Are you ready for it? You are not ready for the promised land. You are not ready. That's our problem. You are a freedom fighter. Each of you to learn for what happened to Moses and the children of Israel. How many of them did they left in thousands, millions? The Bible record it was only Joshua and a good friend. Maybe they were not 10 in number. And also you have the harlot. Because the people they sent to come and spy the land. It was Ashawo. Because of one single help, Ashawo were saved. But the rest of that bishop, Oyedipo, Yana Fun, Yana Dun, Yana Saloa, Isakmanana Waremi Yahum. Look at the thief at the cross. He did not pay that, he did not pay offering. And what kekan make him to go heaven. So we also no you say me. We all do so he passed away on Mount and what that thief at the cross, he said the truth. His friends were accusing Jesus. If you are really a son of man now, if you really have power, why not save yourself and save us? His friend was the one that confronted him. Shut up your mouth. This man have not committed any sin. This man did not steal. It is being killed innocently. And Jesus Christ said, he said, today you will be with me in paradise. Without offering and tithe. Without saying, a lot of you think calling people will make you to be righteous. You are doomed. Your life is gone. And look at it now. Let them doom the thing is going to work according to what they said. You just have a few time to spend. According to Buddy, Buddy talked about dark winter. And the dark winter is already here. The mouthpiece of the Lord. I know a lot of people who don't want to hear this, but you have to digest it. For those of you that say, they leave it, look at it now. What happened in Israel to not deliver you, the God of Israel? And Israel is also looking very angry. Israel is looking for. If Israel want to go to war right now, they don't even pray. Some of their Jews. I mean, better to musician. I showed you a video the other day from Mexico. Ana ye koko ready. Ana ya kamo. In my own translation, let it be said that one if you from kingdom, now. Hey, I give people recommendation. Whatever we give you, which I can figure that can stop your stop misbehaving in the church. Let them go and settle your case. More do I do that all the time. We 20 years here at David Church. Who don't worry. Are you an epileptic patient? Go and meet Ohen. Let them settle your case. Go have your boy, have your only man coming, but a bonnie anybody. They brought Jesus to you. And the people that brought it, they are not using the blood, they are using your own blood. That's why today ritualism everywhere. Go and tell people making it even work, become a lady. Hey, why are you UK? They are all ritualists. Majority of them, even in Manoma, they are ritualists. Why are you not making it? Because you choose not to drink the blood. So be very, very careful over your decisions. No, yeah, you were. Though we know Saloa. Be very, very careful of your decisions. And our disobedient to nature have made our hearts to remain like this. There are people who can what is Sakmana no man. Oh, well, there is Sakmana Maremi you who you let Jesus name by a lot of them for me. I was the one that legalized curse. If you cannot tell me what was in Isaiah chapter 6, you cannot tell me what was in Isaiah 6, I will kill Uzziah. Then what have you to tell me wait here, but no one? Okay, nigga, I don't blame your work. Okay, I should go and read the, if you slap you here, give on the other side. And we believe you with you, so far, don't carry a curse. I don't carry the curse. If the provocation is too much, because I don't threaten people. I will lay curse on you all little way. Jesus Christ, or matter about the fig tree, Mark 14. You not cause fig tree. Even when the Bible said it's not even time for the fig tree to produce. Because he said he was hungry. Him and the disciple. He wanted to eat of the fig tree. That's why if you are not productive, it's because you are not productive. You feel why let me see you anywhere with fake or the fake if you chief you abroad. You will have yourself to blame. Stupid thing because Akoku Wasaka. Put it bid and begin to deceive people. There is a responsibility in that bid. Why are you not doing it? Apart from God will do it, what can you do for yourself? What has your leader be able to do for you? If the old elders in Rorigbe say today we don't need Fulani again, not even Governor Obaseki can stop them. Because some of them have collected bribe. You cannot go to your farm right now. Women are facing rapes. Here in Taladian. They are facing rape. But in Europe you are today, how many times have you start doing bad? That the community, some of the elder the community will give you time to start doing bad. They will never give you that time to do bad. They will fish you out. They will fish you out. And why is our politicians, why is their children not campaigning for them? Because they know that they will need to hide the head of their children. They know that they are committing evil. And you will conquer your face. Even when you did one, it did not work. You still keep on doing it because it's a source of your livelihood. Why their children not supporting them? Donald Trump today, Donald Trump Jr., he helped Donald Trump everywhere. If they go into now, rally, he go make speech. He name more day and more people way one make speech before a papa go come. How many state governors have you ever seen their children is campaigning for them? Put sense into your head. Because they know they are committing evil, they need to hide their children. Why their children not schooling in Nigeria? The only governor we still know that who was able to try to defend the constitution, who was not having his own personal because he want to serve the state, but Edoye was Ambrose Ali. Ambrose Ali. Why is all of them flying their children abroad? Because the very day they become a governor, they do that segregation. Then you are killing yourself for them. You are allowing your children to be on that spare because of your stupidity. At the end of the day, the Homer Jeep will then give you, or a Forerunner, it will not last more than 2 years. A car in Nigeria will last past 2 years. You know, see that person, they maintain. That's why the money they spend in car demand, or 30 million ya dimoto. Who demand one feel like who you the fund for. At the end of the day, of the area, you can no longer maintain it. Who be looking for a cargo price? Just give me 500,000 when you carry, or you can go one village or Koku and make them give you 3 land. After using the car to collect the land, they are still going to collect the land back. Now only 50 by 100 they will give you later. For inside DD village, well land for what 50,000 naira. You lose everything. Why their children not campaigning for them? They know what? Because they know they are committing evil. Because anything that is good, there is a way you must have to allow your children to be a part and parcel of it. Except when they are not grown up to that extent. Look at our American elections. Their children don't help them. Hunter Biden, which is a son of a Biden, they are the one. They know the laptop that they took from Hillary Clinton's office. The laptop they saw the deal we are doing with Ukraine. Hunter Biden, the son of Biden, all of them, they are always at the forefront. Donald Trump Jr. today is always in every rally. He supports his father. Do you know Oshomola children? We're going on to Osho tension. How many times have you ever seen now Oshomola became be this? It does because they know their father is going to go and commit evil. What they do, they keep their children. They put your own forward, Momo. That's why today you have become our enemy. We don't the menu. We are one more than half of Edo people. We have won more than half of Edo people. There is a great awakening. We are one more than half of Edo people. People don't get sense. So don't feel it's business as usual. You go right now, you go to promise anything. Any governor that want to even go rally now, they may even stone you to death. You may be facing different attack. Because you guys are a bunch of idiots. You say something you are never ready to do. You don't help us to defend our constitution. You don't help us when Fulani is killing us. But when there is campaign, you come back to the same village and you want to come and share a bag of rice for them to keep on suffering. It is better just by yourself enter there. May you not use your hand, taste, plant this thing will go worry you. Never in history, don't do it again. Never you do it, you can't do something, you can't be better, never do it again. That's why God will never help you in such a case. I've not been into politics before. I'm not still a politician. I told you how Obaseki matter came. The platform we use in helping Obaseki in our joint campaign, I brought up a move. Let's modernize this very platform so that we can always come here at times to come and use the same platform to talk about the heinous in our society. I found out that a lot of people were kind of, then I ran. I went to go and face my business. This is my business. Then is anything coming out from that place today? No. Or they defend their kingdom because they belong to kingdom. Okay, what about you that does not belong to kingdom? You have to create your own kingdom yourself. That's why we are brethren. We need to form a formidable force. That anytime we speak, heaven go they shake, earth go they shake. So only me one cannot be able to do all this alone. Look at our brothers and sisters at home today who are doing humanitarian, who came from fake abroad. What are they seeing? What will of God is in where they are? They want it to be in their state. They want the state to remain like this so that children will remain on the street. People cannot feed. They don't even want the government to work. Because if the government work, everybody's life is okay. Their means of livelihood is gone. The same thing with politicians. If the system is good, how are they going to be stealing money? Like right now, they are already start debating. There was a bill they said in, I think, a House of Rep or something, that they want to ban all those governor children, ministers, going abroad to go and study. It's affecting the educational system of Nigeria. They didn't sign the bill. They cancel it because the person that's also going to sign it, they know it will affect him. That's why Nigeria is not for them. So it will be an idiotic move It will be a foolish move that you are saying Oshomomo and Oshomole. Even though bag of Garina 1 million, Oshomole can still buy for all his immediate family and for his follower. The money he took from Edo State, how much he pay you? How much were you paid? Then you are creating bad name for your children. Do you know what's called name? Do you know what's called name? You better slap me than to spoil my name. That's why this man in America, he called me Kabal. He said all manner of things. I was talking to somebody yesterday. Now I say, whatever thing have you meant to go and do, you can go and do it. I know it's stumbling block to him. But I have to keep on doing my teaching so that people will not fall the same victim again. That's just it. I prefer for you to slap me than for you to spoil my name. I go ridicule you till you die. And I'm not going to lie on you. I will keep on using to make good example and the bad example until the end of time. That's what I do. That's why I don't lie on people. Have you ever heard me? I'm talking about fake pastor. Now, what you don't see, then see. I'm not individualistically going into their life, their privacy. Suleiman was the one that brought himself to this thing. I don't dig him. I don't even need to investigate anybody. So I that my problem. There are fake pastors. Go on, be fake pastor. They are fake pastor. So when I wear you want to take a person and now you know boy. It does not business me. There are fake activists. You can be sort of fake activist. But I'm not the one. If you want to fight me with truth. Don't fight me with lie. You will get it hot. I don't fight people with lie. I don't come and start giving fake narrative. Have you ever heard one day I'll come because me and this man is come down at time? I've praised him several times. I'll come the lie on and say, now so he talk this one. No. His attitude you know it bad. My own is to expose it. Have I ever thought one day cannot take care of the children? No, I don't say that. I don't go that area. That's not my work. What your attitude in media and the way you handle your freedom fighting is what I'm going to expose. If you are getting married to 10 women, yeah, it's not my will. Now your will be the only man coming. If you even stole money from your own brother, only man coming. The quarrel you have with your brother does not concern me. But what you are putting in social media space is what I'm interested in. We don't need it here. Either you change or you enter house. That's it. The very day you change, new thing will start, I'm at my business. Because what you are doing out there is also, spoiling our work. That's why 1 Corinthians 15 verse 33. He said, don't be deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manners. This is what corrupt it. At times I want to always tell you to come and tell you all manner of narrative. Man, they're not guy you want to be. What he said, faith coming by hearing and hearing the word of God. Now so narrative still be. Iyaji. Now so narrative still be. Then this narrative today, there is no way that are changing it. Well, wow, a big house. I feel go. The people abroad started promoting it, but they can no longer say it again now. If they are saying it, their job by the talk and manage. They are already ashamed of themselves. They said they sat down and think that, oh, I don't fool myself. And there's no way they can ever clean it. The stigma is already there. You don't use sentiment to do anything. We should have freedom of speech, at least. Now we cannot go to farm. We have been retreated from a lot of things. Fuel, not day, food, not day. At least, let also have freedom of speech. The more you try to take freedom of speech from us, my dear, if you open Coke, small, it not go evaporate. Open and small, fair, you go fair do psst. You can't open on like this. Particularly if you don't shake them. You open and small. If you don't shake cocoa, you open and small. You fair do psst. Then you give them time small. Open them again. Open them again. At the time you can no longer feed the gas. You remove them. But if you don't open them once, you don't check them. Oh, boo! Now so it be. If you allow us, if you give us freedom of speech, you know how they talk. What they do and they go. But the way it is before. Hey! Have you buy some people? No. Wa be you wa bu wa uri agbon re ave wa gbe o. Wa gbe o. What's your problem? Are you insane? What is your problem? They never want God's will to be done. A country where people does not want God's will to be done, there is never a time that society will ever develop. But God has his own will. The Lord's Prayer is there. Go to the book of Matthew 6 verse 9. He said if we want to pray, we go to pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. that will be done on earth as it is. As it is. Emi was a low boy, Gega Jimmy, or Tagmona, Ben of a you, that is so no yewodo. That's it. Now, who is stopping it? Why are they stopping it? Okay, you can't talk. These are people that don't want you to talk. The same alien, criminal alien, narration flow are there where people don't even know what is freedom of speech. They can't allow you to talk. That to say you are finished. At the time freedom of speech is taken from you, that to say you are facing tyrannical system of whatever. That's why a lot of people are protesting. They don't just protest. They protest because things are not well. So, your first amendment is freedom of speech. You see, I will always bring a topic that time when this thing just hot. My body, my right. Under normal condition, you will decide what you are going to drink. At the time they force you out of your will, they are giving you poison. And you can sue them for it. If you catch me on the way now, oh Bob, you go drink. Maybe this one I drink, for example. You open up, you go drink, I take one, I look and say, okay, I want drink. Even though I points the content inside, I make it myself. I cannot sue you. When we were taking the drink, were you for free? No, I did not forcefully take it. Even when they gave me the urine, no, I did not reject it. Did they convince you to take it? The whatever the investigator must ask you, I'll say no, nobody forced me. Then the case go there less and small. Before they come carry out their investigation, if they find out saying that points, they poison you, they start looking for those people. But if I just cry, come and say they forced the drink it to me, even without autopsy, they have already started looking for those men. But if I take it voluntarily and something is happening to me, they also go to do their investigation, but it will not be in a hurry. But if I said I was forcefully given this thing by some useless, all my allies, they will swing it to action. If you want us calling the White House, we will call. So and so the ambition of activism, his enemy is down. The enemy has been poisoned, and this perpetrator must be brought to book. But if I went for a party, then something happened. They are going to do it slowly. Before doctor come bring paper, come out, come the test. But if I use my mouth talk and say they forced me, give me poison, and right now I don't know what my body is doing me. Even without autopsy, those people will be get arrested. It's after the autopsy, when they are inside the prison, the autopsy will not come out. They will come to see the damage where that thing caused, either for the lining, or for the carburetor, or for the alternator, or for the piston. Then that's how it look like. So there are a lot of things you don't voluntarily do. So you giving yourself to them, please, oh bad, stab me here. No lawyer will handle such a case. Because it's voluntarily. That's why now, the same girl you will call and give her program, let me see so and so place. Voluntarily, she gave up herself for you. She gave herself for you. It's not rape. Even though along the line, I can't call it tomorrow, there's no way can lie on you with rape. That's why Oibo today, I've seen a lot in the news. This one I don't fake news. He will see tag his husband that his husband raped him. Because the husband forced her out of her will. The husband tried to, beat her straight man naked by force. But if it comes from the mind of the woman, it's not a rape. If it does not come from the mind of the woman, it becomes a rape. There are women that can handle sinful men. But that same woman can go to court and say one small boy raped him. And the person will be jailed for it. They will carry forensic analysis. The person will be jailed. So it's of two types. So you that submit yourself, and the Bible told you, your body is the temple of God, though. And you were given at the temple, instead of you to deny Christianity. It's even better you deny Christianity, now you go even make you survive. Because who were disappointed this war? You disappointed God and disappointed yourself. They say your body is the temple of God. Holy and acceptable. But when they were not graphing you, first appointment, second appointment, up to third appointment. And Zatacrom now. A lot of people are taking appointment. We don't have now. Oh, yeah, now, I'm make down to you. So this is where we find ourselves. Please, we got to be ending it here. So let's begin to ask our politicians, why is their children not helping them for campaign during election? Why must certain be some certain group of people? And those certain group of people, you must have to learn how to carry gun. If you want the politicians that are making it in Benin today, that's why when we have a good society, all they are going, they will submit it. You just see this one, you carry chest. Now gun, and men will get. Most of me, I put crowd past them. If you talk, say a person where we give Obaseki vote. Now we were this diaspora give Obaseki vote. But most of them, they were giving 20 million. Up to now, they are still paying them. Because of the, what the, and when we have you go swabo. And many I don't wear that wrong by me do away because that's not my calling. So we are different now, uniquely unique. Don't try to live the life of other persons. You are divinely made by God. So like your face not did this life. So you are unique. So do have a nice day, everyone. Maybe by the grace of God, if God give us word, we'll come back here tomorrow. Amen. So let me put our phone number again by reiterating and concluding this very broadcast from here. Our phone number is +34631 056284. I repeat, +34631 056284. And please, I want to say again, the date I quoted yesterday. Yesterday was on the 10th, while today is on the 11th Friday, March 2022. So do have a nice day, and God bless you all. From me from here, Jara Stafara Selassie Man. Highway. Ciao.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Newton. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.